All right, gang, for your dumbbell Deadstop single leg deadlift with either a contralateral or an ipsilateral load, you're gonna set up using a kettlebell or a dumbbell. As you can see here, I have both elevated. Obviously the dumbbell has to be elevated more because the handle is lower than the kettlebell. You gotta find your sweet spot. For me, my hand is basically coming down to like shin level. As soon as I go any lower, I have a tough time maintaining my good relationship between my thorax and my pelvis. I tend to go into kind of a flex position, which we don't want, and I have a tough time keeping my stability or my balance. So don't be a hero, elevate whatever you're using. All right, so I'm gonna have you start out with your foot right next to the kettlebell because that's where I want it to start and finish, and that's gonna help us get a good upper body rotation as well as we go through this movement. But first, as always, good stack of the thorax on top of the pelvis, breath in, stay tall. As you exhale, just let the ribs come down, maybe even slightly back towards your spine, and just slightly bring that belt buckle up towards your rib cage. Very slight. I want you to stay nice and tall, no slouching, okay? All right, so from here, tall, good stack. Gonna hinge at the hip. I'm gonna load my left glute and my left hamstring. I'm gonna rotate, so notice how my torso is rotating. I'm kind of reaching. I'm not reaching where I'm losing my spinal angle, but I'm just kind of leading with my right arm, okay? When I get down there, I should have a straight line between my toe, knee, hip, sternum, and nose. And from here, my back leg is also kind of rotating around towards the midline of my body, so it's directly behind my lead leg. And from here, come on up. So I want that rotation. From here, same thing. Gonna rotate down, so hinge, back leg kind of wraps around. Gonna rotate, set it down, and then back up. From the front here, just in case you couldn't see that, just really quickly here, nice and tall. I'm here, setting it down, and then back up, okay? Stay tall, guys. Don't flex with the spine. That's your contralateral load. Ipsilateral load is when the weight is on the same side as the lead leg. You don't have to worry too much about the rotation of the torso because you're reaching to the left anyway. It kind of takes care of itself, but I still want that back leg to wrap around a little bit. Okay, so weight's on the left side, or on the other side of the left foot. Gonna hinge, straight line, foot, knee, hip, sternum, nose. Again, you don't have to even think about it, and then back up. So load the hips, drive the hips forward. Guys, that is your dumbbell Deadstop single leg deadlift with either a contralateral or an ipsilateral load.